Hi everyone. Continuing where we left off last time with episode 1, this is episode 2. So if you are interested in learning about Fusion 360 and integrating vectors from Adobe Illustrator, you'll want to stick in this live stream. I'm also recording this, so I'm going to turn this into a video at a later point. What we're trying to do is design an end cap for vinyl railing. And this end cap, we already modeled part of it. You can see here in Fusion 360, I traced it from that drawing there, and then brought it into Fusion 360 and extruded it, so that's the part you see there on the bottom. And now we're going to work on this part. Hey Vince, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Alright, so let me bring up the video here, because it's not playing. Since I'm streaming in 4K, it's not showing the video on my side. So I'm just going to bring that in on my phone just so I can monitor it. Alright, then let me share this to our Twitter group. Let's see here. I can share right from here. This will be easier. And so I should be having dinner tomorrow night with Uncle Ron. So we'll see if that works out. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go to Illustrator. Now in Illustrator, I drew the one based on the bottom part that I traced out here, and now we're working on this other part, which is that part there that I traced out, and I rotated it slightly so that it's in alignment with the horizontal roller here, and I locked the image on the right here. So I'm going to shrink this down a little, because I think if I do, it'll zoom in for you so you can see what I'm doing better here. Alright, I have my guide set up for the critical areas. The things I'm concerned about is not the outside but the inside, and I just need to go to the halfway point. I did not want to do that. Ew. How do I get this to dock again? There we go. So I just need the halfway point, which is probably here. I'll actually measure this and get a halfway point. So I'm going to do that by drawing a rectangle. No. Drawing a rectangle. Down to the guide, and there's our halfway point. And then I can adjust the guide right to that point. Yep. So that's our halfway point right there. So I only need to draw around here, and then we'll be good. Alright, pen tool. Nope, we're going to use this one. Let's see. Probably right here at this inflection point. And then right here. And here. So all I'm doing now is just tracing along, so that's a straight point there. Dope. it was really far. Right to about there. I don't know if I need more than one there, but we shall see. Just got to pick these inflection points. And all the way to here. Here someplace. Just guessing, really. Oh, yeah, let's close it off. No, I don't want to close it. Alright, so now we have... Wait, did it actually close it? I don't think I wanted to do that. Alright, now let's move our guide out of the way a little bit. I want this guy. There we go, it's not closed. Alright, now I just got to drag these handles for the Bezier curve. And then this handle here, I'm going to drag straight up to there to get rid of it because I don't want it. I want it to be a straight line. See, so by doing that, I made that a straight line. Oh, this moves really fast. And we're just dragging this guy. I want it to be tangent, so it's not all wacky. And then we could drag him there and this way. See, so I'm bringing this out here so it follows that curve. I might have to bring it a little bit more. And then this guy, we just pull him, and that should get rid of that handle. And I think that's okay. And then this one, we'll get it parallel to that line. And we want to pull this one in. Same thing with this one, we'll pull this one in, so then it makes it a straight line. So a straight line between these 2 points. There's no curving going on. And then this one here we got to play with a little bit. And that one. So you see I'm just following the path here. That really didn't look like it's tangential to this, so I have to bring him up a little bit.
you live streaming?
I am. What's up, Johnny?
How are you live? What are you doing? Cat?
I'm doing Fusion 360.
Yeah.
Why, you want to see?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's every nerd's dream.
Hmm?
It's every nerd's dream to learn about Fusion 360.
Not mine. I already know SolidWorks, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's cool. Johnny learned SolidWorks in high school, which was pretty dope. Alright, so this one we'll get rid of that handle because he's going to be straight. And we just need to bring this guy that way. This guy, where do I even need him? Yeah, we can use him. It's looking good. Alright, and then I think that is... What is that? It's this part here that I'm looking at. And it does look like it does have a sharp edge on it. So I'm thinking it is pretty abrupt there. And that's on the inside really, so it doesn't much matter. And we can get rid of this guy. Let's make him straight across. Actually pull him down some. And now I'm just tracing the outside. I don't have to be too concerned about what's going on with the outside. If it's not perfect, doesn't much matter. Yeah, the outside just has to look decent. Oh, what's going on? What did I do? Oh, yeah, there we go. So then, what is it? Yeah, that's the outside. Okay, so then we get rid of this guy, drag him in all the way so he's a straight line, connecting these two. And we'll have him go tangential. Can't even say that word. What's up, woman?
All I wanted was cereal for dinner.
And what happened?
There's no milk.
You didn't buy milk?
What? Really? Why? You should get some sleep.
Yeah, what's up, Eric? We're just preparing this continuation from last week. I'm just trying to get this vector drawing right. And once this guy's done, then we can bring it into Fusion 360 and do some work with it. And I want him to be straight. And I think he ends at the same point here. Yep, we're perfect there. Yeah, buddy. And the thing with this, we want to make sure that it's inside the line, really. Because when I 3D print it, it will stick out a little bit. And I want it to really be right. I don't want it to be a tough fit. Yeah, I like your video I watched, Eric. That was pretty good. I used the Philips Hue bulbs, but the Lifex, I'm interested in them. I think I have like another 10 packs of the Philips Hue strips that I didn't use yet. I know I need to buy more light bulbs. I'm just playing with this because I realized that I made a mistake on this. I just need to make sure that this is like on the outside of the trace line. I think we're good. So now I can select this entire thingy. I forget what I did before. My brother told me the other live stream. I think I copied. Let's do a new canvas. We'll just paste. Then I can paste again. I think I can flip it. Object. Transform. Where was transform? Reflect. Horizontal. Wait, where'd the other piece go? Oh, you know what? I bet it's still there. Yep, it is. There we go. Now we're intersected, and I think I can select these. All right, so hey, One Raz, thanks for joining in. So tell me a little bit about the one kit thingy. I think I can join this, but I want to play. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Let's get him parallel, and I gotta do the same thing to this other point. Just want to make him parallel so that they both flow nicely. And then I can hit that, and I think I can do Control J. Yep, look at that. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that is perfect. Alright, so LifeX is a little bit more open-ended. Oh, and then what's this crap about the Nest? So I watched the Google presentation, but I didn't quite understand it. They're locking the system down now so that the Nest doesn't work with other platforms. I mean, that stinks if that's the case. I mean, it's good in some ways because of security. Alright, save as railing, cap, sketch. This is top profile. So I'll change this name. Alright, and then I can save as. I think the last time I did it is DWG. Hey, thanks for joining in, everyone. I appreciate it. Nope, I can export as export as DXF. And the scale will do millimeters. Wonder how that works. And let's try Fusion 360 now. And then we're just going to bring it in we'll start a new sketch at the top face here. So I will hit P to project, which is really cool. And I just got to hit OK. So now I got a projection here, and I can bring in the DXF. And this is the top profile I want to bring in. And it's really huge. So then we will I think I had trouble with this before. Oh, I can move it. Okay, cool. I can move it. I don't know where my other thingy went. Oop. Oh, and I can change it too. That's cool. Yeah, it works with Google Nest. Yeah, so okay, so physically here, I'm definitely using, my thingy here with this to get the actual measurements. And then within Fusion 360, what I'm trying to do is take measurements there. But now I want to turn on these other sketches are turned on. Just like I don't understand where everything went. Like now I don't see this other stuff. It's like it disappeared. So let me undo. Undo. Did I undo too much? Redo project. Oop, so I undo right there. Okay. So where did my other drawing go? It's like gone. It went poof. No. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I accept that approach there, Eric. As long as they allow it to be open by people that, or companies that say they will work with it, because I think that that'll bring a level of security. So it's not just some open source, not really open source, but so open that people can totally hack the protocol easily. I mean, everything's hackable, right? All right, so let's close this. I'm not going to save. I want to just open it up again because I don't know what happened there. Alright, so we select this, we project, okay, I want to insert a DXF, select the file, and cap, it's all the way up there. Okay, so this thing really got big, and drag it all the way up to here. And then I used to be able to just click and drag. Yep, we can still do that. Now where did my drawing go? Yeah, I know. It's like it just like disappeared. Now maybe I could turn off this new sketch. There it is. It's right there. It's so tiny. Yeah, look at it. It's dwarfing it, right? Because this thing is 9,000 feet tall. Alright, let's do a measurement. We'll do a measurement from this line to this line. What do we got? 3,205 millimeters. I think this is 79 across. Oh, that's the wrong side. I'm measuring the inside here. So I got 46 millimeters. So we'll go for a little bit bigger. We'll go 47 millimeters. So now I have to divide 47 divided by 3205. So we have to shrink it by 0.014. So let's see if we can scale. Modify. So, I mean, the cool thing about this is I'm kind of learning along the way because I don't have this stuff totally memorized. Entities, 27 selected. What point do we want to do it on? Right there. And then the scale factor. You know what? I can legit just copy this right from here and paste it into here. No, I don't want to do that. No, stop. Come on, this is crazy, man. It's really stupid that I gotta do it this way. There we go, we're closer. Yay. Alright, now I just need to rotate. Yeah, move, copy, rotate. I don't care what position. Axes, pick an axis. Oh, you know what? I need a z-axis for rotating. Nope, I think it's the other way. It's this way. Then I can free move it, and I don't know if this is exact, but it's looking damn close, and it's lined up with the bottom. So I'm looking at it. I just have to make sure I get this lined up at the bottom and in the center. Kinda looks good. Kinda. Alright, so now that is, I don't know if it's exact, but let's measure. Let's take an eye and take a measurement from, well, that's first okay. Take a measurement from this guy to this guy. It's close. Take a measurement from this point to this point. 47 millimeters. What did I say? Dang, 47 millimeters. Alright, we are spot on there. And I don't know if we're centered, I just eyed that up. So it would be nice if we can get the center point of here. So really what I need to do now is draw a construction line, hit the L key, and I can draw a construction line from there so really that's the point. So I just want to draw a construction line straight from this point downward. And now I know that I have to get this point moved over to here. Right, so we'll draw another line from this point to 180. Right, because it's not exact. Why did it look like it was off? That was weird. Sherry! Sherry! Hey Brian, thanks for joining in. Yeah, wifey just joined in. It's pretty funny. Alright, so there's a point along here someplace. We're just having fun with Fusion 360. Alright, so it's this guy that I want to move. So we will move, I think I can just do M for move, and I want to do a point to point. So we will grab that point and we'll take to, nope, I can't do it yet. I got to draw a point. So we need a sketch. I need to throw a point in here. Let's zoom all the way in on this bad boy. And we'll put a point right there. Okay, we got our common point. This is why I like Fusion 360. We can go all the way in. Alright, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Eric. Appreciate it. Alright, then we're going to hit M to move. And we'll move from this point to that point. There we go. Now it is perfectly centered with the other face. And then now we can do OK, and I can extrude this downward. Right? So then we will just extrude, create extrude downward, and I don't want to cut, I want a join. And really I don't have to go that far, I just have to go, so on here, there's that little bit right there that's kind of hanging off there. I need to measure that, and that is the amount. I'm just going to guess. That's the amount I need to move it down by. So we'll go down 15 millimeters. So I'll change that from a 29 to 15. And that's good. That's what we're doing right there. And now we have to do some trickery with these other two, and they have to be joined together. Wait, something's not right here. Hold on, something is definitely not right. What isn't right? I think I might have been using the wrong model. I think it's this one I want to use. Which is no big deal, because I can just bring it over and do the same thing again. Yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah, Fusion 360 is a lot of fun. You know, who really helped me in the beginning, I think you were there in the beginning, and Bob Young. And we haven't seen, Shit, who haven't we seen in a while from Vegas? He hasn't been on in a while. Our other 3D printing buddy. Alright, so I want to measure this because I got a feeling that this is the one that we want. That's 59 millimeters. No, this is 79 millimeters. And let's see about this. Let's measure this. This is 79. So let's measure the inside of this other guy. See if this is 79. Yeah, so that's 80 millimeters. Okay, so this is right. And this is wrong. So this outside model that's selected is wrong. This outside sketch. Come on, he kept the list for everybody to he kept a list for everybody to get their channels to grow and everything. Why am I having such a tough time? He would be in everybody's 3D printing live stream. Alright, so anyway, I made a boo-boo here with this one. So I'm going to undo that one. Yeah, I think I'm on Fusion 360 now. Yeah, I realized that I was looking down at the camera because I'm using my phone as my monitor because it doesn't replay over here. Yeah, the biggest thing I found was you need to understand the difference between sketch mode and 3D mode. And then you have to understand the difference between bodies and sketches. Yeah, Rover, thank you. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot his name. Rover. Have you seen Rover in a while? Because I haven't seen Rover in anybody's live stream in, like, I think 3 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in this other sketch again. This one here. I don't think I can shrink him. But let's turn off that sketch. We'll turn off the body, and then I don't remember if I can scale this again. Let's see if I can move. Yeah, it was something weird about it where it wasn't behaving the way that I thought it would. So anyway, we got this plane selected. I think we're in this plane. No, we are not. How do I select that plane? Edit sketch. Here we go. So now we will bring in insert DXF. Now we're going to bring in the bottom profile. And it's going to be ginormous, right? There we go. I think this is going to work now. And then I want to measure from here. Nope. I want to measure from this corner. So we're exact to this corner. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think I've seen them. PCH, IJK, LMOP. Alright, so we want to convert this guy from 80 divided by 2026. 0.0329. It does. It does look like a radiator. So, let's see here. I'm going to bring up my clock here. I want you to look at the clock. It says 9:20. Show the difference. Hey, Sean. Thanks for joining in. Let me know how far behind the chat is from what you're seeing on the desktop that I'm showing right now and what we are in the chat. I think we might be 30 seconds behind, but it'll keep growing as I go on because it's normal latency. Alright, so what we're doing. So show them what we're doing. Were you here the last time? I think you were here the last time. I am working on this, modeling this, which you would have zero problem doing because you guys are friggin' amazing at Fusion 360. Why doesn't it select it at all? It's just strange. It's like it's not joined together, but yet I can select it like that. There we go, we got that. And okay, now we got it. Alright, so now we want to move, and we'll do a scale. I think I could just scale this way. Sketch scale. I need to select it again. Select the point. I don't care where. And then the scale factor, I'm going to copy this in from calculator. Okay, now we got this little tiny thing, and then we can move from point to point up to about here. Nope, it's not what I wanted. Need to select this whole thing again, and then I can move again. This is so much fun. Alright, now I can turn on my other sketch. Alright, so I'll just move him down here purposefully. And then, no, I'll do it this way. Get rid of him. Exit sketch mode. So this is the problem. This is a tip for all you who are struggling in Fusion 360. And it's something that I had a big problem with in the very beginning. And I'd like to create a tutorial about this. It's the mode. So right now we're in sketch mode. And if you remember, we had two sketches. I had sketch 1 and sketch 2. And in this mode, we are editing sketch 1, which means it doesn't show any other sketches. So now if I stop the sketch, now look, now the sketches appear, right? So now what I want to do is select this old one and get rid of it. Just want to completely get rid of it. It's gone, right? And I want to move this one right up to it to the point where it should overlap exactly. It looks like I gotta expand this one a little bit. Gotta make them a little bit bigger. And they're not lining up exactly vertically either, which they should. Yeah, I don't care about that, so I can delete these two bodies. So these bodies, yes, I will delete that body, and I will delete that body. Okay, so now our warning, sketch plane is lost, cache is used, please redefine. Oops. So let's undo deleting those bodies. We could redo deleting that one. So the one problem I'm having right now is that this one sketch is slightly larger than the other. So let's see how big we are from this point down to here. So it's 101 millimeters. So that means if I measure from here to here, .95, that's on the outside. So that's already too big. Hey Chris, thanks for joining in, brother. I appreciate you as always. Hanging out with these little folk here. You're the big man on campus, man, streaming. Big man on campus. So that's 90. So that's too big. I need to shrink him down. Yeah, 94 exterior. Now, this is interesting. It's got a slight taper to it. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, there's a slight taper. I'm not going to care too much about that taper. Not going to care. .90 millimeters inside measurement. So I didn't measure from the correct location. So let's try that again. I from here to this part. 90, that's 98. But yet from here to here, is 47. Oh, and that's measuring 45. Alright, so we have a slight problem. And I'm wondering if this is an issue with scanning in the scanner and it's slightly skewing the aspect ratio when it scans it in. So that's a complete possibility. Because our measurements are not exactly jiving here. So if I draw a line, let's do a new line. Let's edit this sketch. So I'll draw a new line from here, and we want construction, and we want to go 90. Well, that's pretty close. That's damn close. 91's okay, I think. Yeah, 91. That's measuring 91 and this is 90. I'm going to say that's okay. So that's fine. So now what's my issue? What is my issue? Let's stop sketch. So we just need to shrink this guy down some. That's funny. Look at how it just tracks that dot. That's crazy. That's a weird constraint in there. I don't know how that constraint got in there. That's another issue that's hanging me up is constraints. So, very tricky. See, look at that. It just keeps going along with it. But right now I need to draw a dot on this. There's already a dot on it, but I just needed another one. So let's do a construction line. Oh, what did you just do? You know what? Let's edit this sketch. Right click. Stop sketch. Right click. Edit sketch. So anybody else who joined in, I appreciate you. We are working on this sketching of this end cap for railing. And right now what I want to do is draw a line from here. It'll be a construction line. I just want to make it a center reference. Right, nice old construction line, that's all. And then I can move that point up to this other point to exactly right here at this, which is really right here. Right. So I can hit M to move, and I can move point to point. So I'll select this point to point. And I'm going to go from this point. Nope. Where's the center point? Yeah, this point. Yep. And I'm going to go up to this point here. Which is really right there. Now, did it do it? Or did it do something wacky? It did something wacky. Like I wanted to move this entire thing. See, I can move it freely. Move point to point here to there we go. Right. And then we can scale this down some maybe. Let's measure again from this point here to this point. 47 millimeters. And we're too long. Just a tad too long. And we will shrink this some. Why isn't it selecting the whole thing? Alright, it's M. No, we want to scale. Sketch. See, now the one part I hate is that when I select something and then I open up a dialog, it deselects what I already had selected. I don't like that. I expect that when I select it and I open up a dialog that it's going to continue with that same selection that was there. So the point that I want to shrink around will be and then I just want to play with it a little bit, see if we can make it look better. Yeah, look, I think everything is going to work out. We're going to have to play a little bit with the model to get it to look right. I think it's just going to work out. So really, the only part that I have to worry about is this inside part right here. From here all the way down to here. That's the only part I got to worry about. So all this other stuff can come from this other model that I already created. So I think we're good. I gotta do, because I hit escape, I gotta do this again. Urgh. 0.98. Going with it. Alright, so now I have two on the same plane. That I don't like. Yeah, so I have to move the one up. This one I think I have to move up, if I remember, is 38 millimeters. What else if I turned it on? 38 millimeters. So we will move this guy vertically 38 millimeters. There we go. So now we can bring him down. I thought it was 14 millimeters. Millimeters. So we will extrude. This guy. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? It's not. This isn't closed. These are not closed. Are you kidding me? Before I was able to select. Do I have to do anything like join or something? Sketch. There was a script that I ran before. I wonder if I still have that script. Scripts and add-ins. No, I'll have to work on that later because I don't want to kill time in the stream. So anyway, I worked through all this point here. Let's edit sketch. What happens if I extrude? Yeah, see, it's not letting me. What I'm expecting is that when I click in this area, that it's going to let me extrude. Right? And it's not. Because I think each one of these things are separate lines. And there's something about a vector that I can use to close it. Man, we were so close. Alright, well, cool. You know what? We were streaming for an hour. I got further along because we at least have everything drawn here. So look, we'll stream again. I don't think we'll stream this week. We'll stream again next week. And I'm definitely going to stream either on my You Do It After Dark or on Facebook some gaming of Battlefield. So thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. And we'll definitely get this thing cooking and then 3D print it. So thanks everyone. Yeah, thanks again. You do it.